Madden Heat Wave. We definitely getting into a new tip today. The new tip today is the gun bunch tight end. Last week we did the pistol bunch tight end. Kill everything. This is the gun bunch tight end. Never stop, keep dotting. It's very good. Once we get into this, man, it's basically one of my favorite formations last year. A lot of stuff have changed. I'm going to be doing two parts of this. I'm going to be doing a part this now, part one, and part two later. Basically everything still works from last year, but it's just a lot of different stuff that's really switched up. As you can see, they have PA boot over, something like the PA crosses I have. We're going to start out in cover 3. And everything that you basically is going to see, you're basically going to like dialogue and get everything down to a science where you can dissect basically any coverage, anything you want out of any formation. Once you see the formation, it's over. Right here you see that it's a cover 3. Most people base a line. When they base a line, the safety moves back. The safety moves back and the linebacker moves to the right. So basically in cover 3, this is the play art. If you want to run it regular, you could just run it regular like this. It's basically to get the extra block. Yeah, you still would have that outside pass right here, but then you got to throw it. You got to lean it to the side a little bit. I really think when you fade the tight end here, that you are getting the most out of everything, because the tight end opens up this route right here. It opens up this route right here. The triangle route is wide open. Throw it a little bit early. Bam, we got him. And that's basically what we want to see out of cover 3. Cover 3, that's basically what you're going to see out of that. We also got the inside switch. This is a scheme. This is not one play. I'll always show you a scheme. Basically, if you run it regular in a cover 3, the triangle route is going to be dead open because he's basically going to follow. We're just moving pieces. We're just moving pieces. This is the way the pieces move. You can see the linebacker gets dragged out because the slant takes this guy out right here. So this is the main focus. You also can wait on the slant and wait for him to get behind this second dude here. But once this guy pulled back, you want to go ahead and just throw that ball. Just simply throw the ball. It's not rocket science. It's not anything else. Now another adjustment I like to do is I like to put him in a zig, and I like to either leave him there to the flat or put him in the wheel route. All of it basically works. It's just a different scheme. You'll still have this guy over here, but what it does is it opens, instead of this guy getting in the way like to the bottom, it basically turns the other guy away, and this route is, you know, even more dead on to be more wide open and more space to even move. So that's basically what the inside switch is doing. You also can do a lot with the inside switch. You got 2 post routes. You could do something like this. You could do 2 drags. You could block the running back and do 2 drags and motion 1 over. You'll have the 2 drags, and then you'll have the guy in the middle. So it's basically all good. It's all good, bread and butter. He's wide open. All you gotta do is possession, catch the ball if he's not there. Also, you still have the guy open in the right outside thing. Another play is tight end corner. I love tight end corner. It's one of my favorite plays last year. With tight end corner, you can run it 2 separate ways. You can run it 3 separate ways with tight end corner. You can fade Mohamed Sanu. You could drag Cooper. You could leave Coleman in this route because he's coming in on a block and then actually going out on a lead. Or you could just block Coleman. The first thing I look for is the tight end. If the tight end's wide open, that's who I'm hitting. Tight end's wide open here, I'm hitting him. We're going, you could take that about 5 to 10 yards no matter what, all day long. But as well, we got that outside, we got the outside post, because the fade is taking the cornerback away to cover that. So we'll have the outside post route on this little M right here. Matt Ryan is not throwing this ball on point. But let's get it again and show you. I don't want to take too long dialing up this scheme for you. I just want to show you what's going on and what's need to be done, because we got other formations and coverages to get to. He catches that ball right there, and that's basically what you're going to see in cover 3. That's basically what you're going to see in cover 3. It's also a cover 3 killer in here that kills cover 3 that I had last year. that we'll get into the part 2 aspect. I just want to get to the part, like, you know, right now aspect. Another thing you could do is you could fade this guy here, put him on here, and then maybe like put him in a big enough route, and then put him on a, you know, you could just dial up different stuff. You'll have that deep post, but you'll also have this little, you'll also have a circle over in the middle, because everybody's really contained on doing different stuff. While you're running that, you got people open. You definitely got people open. You got this. You got the slant wide open right here. I wanted to show you that, but I also wanted to show you if he's not followed right here, you got this outside route right here. He's not going to catch up to it. If you throw this right here to the side, if I can get the ball off, it's a catch. It's a possession catch. Easy as money as 1, 2, 3. We also have another play called mesh. Mesh is one of the great plays. It's something like inside switch, but inside switch can be run different. Now, what I also wanted to show you in tight end corner is another route that I usually do. And I basically leave the routes just like that. And I would just come over and just do the slant route. I would have 2 routes wide open. I would have this. And then I would have also another route where the C route comes over. But sometimes I would like to do something like this. I would bring this guy out. Just to spread the formation. And sometimes I would like to put him on an M route and put him on a drag. Sometimes, you know, and put him on a drag and put him on an N route. You'll still have the 2 main routes, but you'll have these 2 routes open. And as you can see, I'm sorry, I should have thrown it to him. Good catch. You have that M route wide open because the slant takes everything away from that guy. As you can see, I meant to throw it to him, but the slant takes everything from that route. And usually you can playmaker this guy right here up in the middle. You got 2 guys open. You got him open right here, and you got him open. I didn't throw the ball. It was kind of my mistake. I should have thrown the ball, but this is basically what's open. You got 2 guys that's basically open right here when you're doing this type of play. So doing this type of stuff, you definitely want to keep an eye for the ball. We got mesh. It's the only thing, a lot of things mesh I like to do for cover 2, but mesh you could do for cover 3 as well. All I do is block the running back. I streak Julio Jones, and I motion Mohamed Sanu. I'll still have these routes open, but it's a lot of things that can get open. You basically have your square route. You basically have your streak, and you have 2 drags. That's basically going to be the killer right there from the rip. The 2 drags are literally wide open right now. I can literally throw this ball out to him and get about 5 to 10 yards from the rip. It doesn't even matter. But also, I can beam this ball. I can beam this ball on the inside of here. Once he's past here, I can beam this ball inside of here to Julio. But I waited for Mohamed Sanu to get past because Mohamed Sanu is stuck on this linebacker right here. Everybody else are just really mainly stuck on this drag route coming over here. When they're stuck on that, you have this guy wide open. You do not wait. As soon as he get past, you want to dot the ball. I dotted the ball just a tad bit late, but I did it on point because if you try to throw it right here, he's going to react too soon. So if you throw it right here, I actually did it on point. I'm not even late. You throw it right here, you'll be able to get the possession catch or turn up the field. Everything is looking real good. So as we end that aspect, let's go to a different coverage. We're going to the gun bunch tight end. Now, this is the custom playbook that we have. Pistol Ace. This was the pistol bunch tight end that we did last week. This is the gun bunch tight end. Do not get confused. Do not get confused of what's going on. I'm telling you. The money play last year was X-Spot. We're going to get in that until the last play. We're going to get into that the last play. We're going to go to PA boot over. This time we want to play a cover 4 this time. I went to a edge. We want to hurry up and go to a cover 4. And we're going to dot cover 4 up just for a little bit, just to show you that all the same stuff is basically open. You don't have to think too much. All you do is drag this guy. Yo, sometimes what you could do is you don't have to have this route right here with Mohamed Sanu. Sometimes I like to motion this guy over and make people think, because you'll have these routes open. These slants will be wide open. But I want to show you right here that you have that route wide open. Threw the ball wrong. But you have that route, period. Even if I just leave it on the drag and just leave the play action there, the route is wide open. The route is basically wide open. I should have thrown it down. He caught the ball. But the route is still wide open. This route right here gives you another look. When you're slanting this guy, maybe you can give somebody an extra block or whatever you want to do to the play, but this right here just sets everything off, and then you got this guy wide open over here. This basically sets up that you don't have to throw it contestedly. You don't have to throw that contestedly. You could just drag that guy over there, and then now you have a now you have a low high read. You could drag him, or you could just simply slant him. You'll have two routes. You have two routes. Look, I got the drag, and I still got that route. You'll basically have two routes. He caught the ball again. And I'm just throwing it to the open route in cover 4. Okay, so now we want to go to another play, and let's go back to the inside switch. The inside switch still the same way. It's two different ways we can run the inside switch. You still got the little check down right here. Your check down is here. Now, on the last play in cover 3, the linebacker actually watches the route that Ridley is on. This time they're going to be watching the route that that Sanu is on, and Ridley is open. This time they're going to watch what Ridley is doing, and Sanu will get open right in the back, right there. He'll get. Oh, I can't believe he dropped that. The linebacker won't really notice. Like if you got to really notice if he bites or not. If he doesn't bite, you can go ahead and throw that ball. If he does, then it's basically kind of the same way. So he doesn't bite on there. You got this wide open. It's a two for tat thing. You really gotta watch like what comes open in this play. Now we got right here. We got either with the you can either like slant him. You could drag. Sometimes you can slant him, and it's really a good play. So you got the slant going over here. He's watching the slant, and basically what that is I gotta throw that a little earlier. Now I want to show you something. When I'm slanting and dragging this guy right here is really getting watched. So now that I'm throwing the slant over here, he's stuck watching him. I should have been through this ball. He's stuck watching him. This is a high pass over the middle. You could just get a high pass or just dot that pass up. We're gonna do it one more time. It's not the play. We're gonna do it one more time. We're gonna drag him over there. And I'm just telling you, it's definitely gonna work. And we also got the running back open too. Don't ever forget that you got the running back open. I'm gonna throw a high pass right there. Oh my God! Get the ball. Get the ball. But we have the high pass, and it's wide. It's basically wide open. But some players don't have high pass unlocked, like as a player. So you really can't high pass at all to certain people. But there we go. We got the dot right there in the middle. It's definitely wide open. Like you can't get nothing into it. Let's go back to the same play, inside switch. There's a lot of stuff that you could do. You can also drag that guy too and leave him like that. You could do as much as you want to. But the drag leaves that wide open. You have so many stuff, and you have that corner route wide open too. You have so much stuff wide open in cover 4 that you can have a Fields day exactly with this play. Now let's move on to the play right here. One of my favorite plays. All you do is streak this guy and then put Hooper into a slant. You have a lot of things open, but this drag is Fields day. This drag starts off as Fields day. If you got a faster tight end, Hooper is slow as hell. You won't have anybody. But as in this play right here, you could do it like this. Sometimes I would like to do stuff like this. This is like a main thing for me. I would like to do because you would have a two tandem where this comes wide open. It's something like how I do the Y off. If you're subscribed to me, I have sub tips. If you subscribe to my Twitch channel, you'll see it in the sub tips what I actually have. Just make sure you email me or DM me on PSN and say that you subscribe to me. I can tell you if you can subscribe or not. So you basically drag this guy and you basically fade this guy. And you got the two different routes coming across. This kills cover 4 this year. You'll either have the Jones route or this route. If you have time in the pocket, I want to hit the Jones route. I don't have the Jones route. This is wide open. And if you make the right moves, you really could get a one-play money touchdown. This is everything of what you've been waiting for of this play. Now, we're coming up to 13 minutes, 14 minutes of the stream. And you also have this. You can actually put this guy on a flat. And you can either streak Julio Jones or put him in a drag again, and then you'll have Julio You'll have Ridley. You'll have the whole different tandem. Sometimes Ridley is open. If he's not open, you'll have this outside route right here. And all right. So next time we'll just streak him. All right. So this time we want to streak him. We put him in the flat, and then we go ahead and then we drag him. All right. So now we got the flat route. We got that route, and then look at the route that we had. We basically possession catch that money ball right there. That kills cover 4 as well. Kills cover 2 as well. Okay, now we got mesh. Mesh is the same thing. You don't change mesh. No matter what route you put it on, we got the streak, and you got Julio Jones route. You're going to get the drags. You're going to get the drags, and you're going to get this route and this inside route. If you wait a little bit of time ahead right there, we can get that possession catch over there. Always open. Who's scheming? Keys. I'm telling you, if you follow the formula, you will win games. You will win games with me. I'm telling you. All we do now, this side, we streak Julio Jones. We got Mohamed Sanu coming over, and we have the double drag. Honestly, I will go ahead and hit the double drag. This is wide open. You're going for 10 yards in the double drags. Take the drags all day. That's the first thing you look for. If the drags are not open, if they're playing hard flats, do me a favor. Do me a favor and hit Mohamed Sanu. Do me a favor, hit this route. Make sure you have a fast receiver there. Make sure you have a fast receiver here. But look at these drags. The drags is open. If the drags is not open, look at Sanu. He's wide open, but he's so slow too. He's so slow too. But Mohamed Sanu is wide open. But these drags, I'm gonna hit this drag one more time, man. I'm telling y'all. These drags have so much separation. If you rat catch the ball pretty well, you can go for 10 yards. You can go from 8 to 10 yards. That's really, 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 really good. It's really, 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 really good. All right, so now that we went over, and your run play is inside zone or the draw. The draw is very good. Inside zone is not bad. Like, because you have 3 blockers on this side. You have 3 blockers on this side. I just ran. You have 3 blockers on this side. So if you go ahead and max protect in the inside zone, I'm telling you, you'll be fine. If you can get that extra block right there, you're going. You're definitely going if you can get the extra block right there. Sometimes I would motion. Sometimes if I can get the extra motion of a run play, maybe like of Mohamed Sanu here, and then we go ahead and hike the ball. We can get that inside. We can get that inside and run that up. I'm telling you, it really works. It's really good. Let's get to this in cover 2 and man-to-man. I got about 4 minutes left. I want to go 20 minutes into this. I really don't want to go too far. Gun bunch tight end. Cover 2, you can have a field. Cover 2, you'll have a fields day in this too. Cover 2 is always the 5 yards apart from the corners, and they're like evenly apart. The safeties are apart, and the linebackers are ahead. And you can always tell by the linebackers are rushing in and look like they're blitzing in. Nothing changes. Nothing changes. Everything stays the same. You still have this drag. This time we have the drag route in cover 2. Because in cover 2, if they're playing cloud flats, they're not playing hard flats. If they're playing hard flats, you'll have everything that you really, really, really wanted to do. But in cover 2, you have 2 deep routes. You'll have this route, which he almost caught the ball. You'll have that route. If you catch an opponent sleeping in cover 2, you have this middle route wide open. I'm telling you, if you catch your opponent sleeping, you have this middle route wide open. The block is insane on that play just now. You have this middle route wide open. The middles are clearly wide open. Once he passes him, this is either possession catch or rat catch. This is a 1-play money touchdown, I'm telling you. If you rat catch this ball with somebody that is fast, he passes the linebacker, you get that extra block right there, he is gone. I'm telling you, he's gone. Period. You have that wide open. So if it's cover 2 and they don't deep blue, if they don't put that guy in the deep blue, it's over. All right, so now we still have the outside route as we can get as you can see, we playing the Rams. Is that you make the one move here? If you make one move here with Ridley, I'm telling you, you're gone. This play is still open, and you'll also get the play with Mohamed Sanu. It's a toss up with Mohamed Sanu because it depends if he could get there. If not, but that's another 1-play money touchdown too. Cover 2, I'm telling you, cover 2 really is the killer of this play right here. Like, you know, cover 2, cover 3, I'm telling you, outside post and inside. If he gets this play, he missed on that. If he was fast, he's off to the races for a 1-play money touchdown. So you never can go wrong with this play. And as well. Sometimes I like to streak with the tight end. Sometimes I like to do stuff like this. Sometimes I drag the tight end. You have to give people different looks of what you want, because this is wide open going for yards. Any yard counts. When it's first down and you get 3 or 4 yards, that's good. You can run an extra 3 or 4 yards. You know what I'm saying? That's very good. You could slant them. You could drag them. You could do whatever. This play is going to be wide open no matter what. It's going to be wide open no matter what. You can slant them. You can drag them. Everything is wide open in cover 2. Now, we want to go into, let's go to inside switch. The switch is basically the same thing. You know, you'll still have your high-low read. You'll still have everything what you want to do. But in this play, what I like to do, moreover, is I like to do something like this. I like to drag him, and I like to slant him, and for cover 2. You could do this for other plays too. Like I could have showed you this route too. But you have the bottom read, and you have a low. You have a low-high read, and what this play does is it opens up this outside that I want to show you in a minute. You have a high read and you have a low read, and then you have a mid read. But this Hooper route, if he was a better tight end or a faster tight end, it'd be good. But you have this outside route that comes wide open. You'll see him drag down. You have to. It depends how fast your receivers are, but you can see, as you can see, you have this route wide open. He's gonna play this too much, and you're gonna see he's gonna come down. You have this route right here. You could die. If I didn't get sacked right here, this would have been a dot right here. So in cover 2, you actually have that. I mean, yeah, in cover 2, you actually have that. You also have the middles. Like I said, you have your middles. You're definitely going to have your middles. So tight end let's mesh, all of that, your middles are going to be open. It don't even matter, because even if they deep blue, you still got a guy coming over in the middle. So let's say if they deep blue this guy, you still have this guy wide open. You have to pay attention. You have to pay attention. I'm telling you, this works. People really win Super Bowls off the stuff that I teach in CFM or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to really pay attention. You still have your double drags, and you got this route right here. We're coming up into the 20th minute, and we about to be done. You have your drags, but look how much he drags him out. He drags everything out like so much. Okay, another thing in cover 2 is the tight end corner. As in the same thing. If you want to drag this guy, sometimes if they're playing hard flats and they're not playing cloud flats, this really route will be wide open. If not, you go ahead and throw this route right here. If not, you go ahead and throw this route and move up the yardage you can. You could throw it faster. You could throw it like when a route actually happens. You don't have to wait for it to really like develop. You don't have to wait till it develops. You could just throw the route. Like if you see him backing off, you can go ahead and throw that route. Normally he's not going to play that like that. But if you see him backing off like that, and cloud flats is not going to be there. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to have that post route. So no matter what, your middle is going to be open. No matter how much of a middle you're going to have a middle read no matter what, like period. As you can see right there, I just waited till I got behind the linebacker, and it's covered 2. And you have a mid read. It doesn't even matter. As well as if you slant this guy and bring him over, block the running back, you still got a lot going on over here. You can either drag that guy. You got the middle wide open. I don't know why he's holding Julio up, but he's holding Julio up. It's really ridiculous. I don't know why Julio really got held up like that. Like, that's really ridiculous. But you have Julio on this route, on this corner route. Let's see if he get held up again. Okay, he gets held up, but as you can see, like, you have Julio or that guy or the other guy. I'd rather just go with Sanu. If your guy is held up, maybe sometimes you got to switch the play around. Maybe you got to switch it like this. And he might not get held up. Maybe Sanu might not get held up. But this time, we'll take Julio Jones on this side. You can do the same plays on either side. You take Julio on this side. You got Mohamed Sanu over here. Okay, so Mohamed Sanu get held up. I don't know why they're getting held up, but if I throw that ball early, I got it. If I throw the ball early, I got it. But you can also see that the outside route is going to get open too because it's a cover 2. So they're basically watching. This outside route, he's definitely going to bite down. He's going to bite down. Look who I got open right here. And that's really good. Me right here, you got to throw this ball right here. I was just waiting to see on the Julio route. But this route right here is wide open. And don't sleep on this route too if they got bad anything. Don't sleep on this route. I would definitely streak this guy to kill the middle, to bring him out more, and then maybe he can get open more. You know? So that won't be bad. Man to man, we're gonna shred man real fast, and I'm gonna show you the one play TD. We're definitely gonna shred man real fast. So man, I would just stay in the regular gun bunch. I wouldn't go too far out of what I really want to do. The PA boot over, that's really fine. Inside switch is fine. I want to take out the mesh and put in the X spot. Last year we had a one play money touchdown. I don't know if this year, if the one play money touchdown is really popping off for cover 3 this year, but last year we definitely had the X spot for a one play money TD. I don't know. I know it was in cover 4 when we were doing it. All right, so we got this, we got that, and then we got, okay, we go ahead and then we switch it. All right, so last year you had this route wide open. This Julio Jones route right here was my money play, basically. If he gets to the outside, he could break. Yeah, and it's basically going to work basically the same. And cover 3, you'll basically have that wide open. I definitely need blockers. So I'll basically block him. I'll block him, put him over here, and then if possible, we can get this open. This will be a wide open touchdown right here. I don't know why he stops this year, but if you throw it out right there, and if he doesn't come over, it's a one play money touchdown. I have to really dial it up. That's why I said it's going to be a part 2 to this. Only because I know that I can get it. Maybe you got to be farther overhead, but you gotta basically block. You basically got to occupy your guy, like basically out here. So sometimes you want to do something like this. We can go ahead and do that, and then put this guy like on maybe like a hitch or something like that, and take that guy out. And this is what brings certain people down. So we do have the outside that he was held up. We do have the outside, but I didn't have enough time to actually throw this rock. But this is something that'll open your eyes towards later down the field. He does. He has this outside. If I was to beam this because he's worrying about him, I have this one play money touchdown now. So this actually does still work. If I was to beam this out, he's not getting it. He's not getting it out. He's not getting there. And Julio basically has a space. I'm not going to go into that because our main thing was man-to-man. We're going into the 25th minute, so I'm actually over my limit. But I want to go to man-to-man and just show you something real fast. Man-to-man. We can go to die man-to-man. This is a scheme. It's not a one play, so it is what it is. I'm doing schemes this year. Man-to-man, like I said, you can do whatever to your tight end. Your tight end has extra space, but man gets shredded. I'm telling you, man gets shredded. Like, it doesn't matter who's on who. Man gets shredded. So if you have, like, different wide receivers or whatever the case may be, what you want to do with this tight end, everything is wide open. Look how crazy man is. Like, man is shredded. Like, everything is shredded in man. Everything. Even if you had a fast wide receiver on the route that Julio Jones is running, I mean, not Julio Jones, Mohamed Sanu, that's basically touchdown. I mean, I'm dotting man up. Man is like, you really gotta like really have you gotta have the guys to really play man. To really play man to man, like this gets shredded. Look how he don't follow him. And this is wide open. I'm telling y'all, man, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell. Every time I put out schemes, it's all for you. It's not for nobody else. It's all for you guys, man. And that's basically, I'm basically gonna wrap everything up because everything works in man-to-man. Everything works in man-to-man. Even this outside route. If you could get this outside, even this outside route right here, that beats man-to-man. I just shredded man-to-man like really bad. Like, so this is the Gun Bunch tight end. I'm your boy Classic Keys, man. Make sure you do me a big favor. This is the only thing I really ask for you. 2 things. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button here on YouTube to come through. Hit the notification bell the next time I do anything. And on my Twitch, go to my Twitch. It's the same thing as my YouTube, Classic Keys, K-E-Y-Z. I spell it with a Z instead of an S. And go ahead and just hit the follow button. When I'm going ahead and I'm going live games, because we're going to do live games on the weekend league this week, you can go ahead and follow me and see how much I shred stuff. This won't be in it because I run with the Saints playbook. This is the Heat Wave playbook. So if you want the playbook, DM me in the PSN. Same thing as Classic Keys. Also with the Twitch, go ahead and hit the follow button. I am an affiliate, so you can sub to me as well. If you sub to me, you get the sub tips. You get stuff that won't be here as well. I put stuff on my Twitch. I'll send you the sub tips myself. And then basically, you'll rock out from there. So I'm your boy Classic Keys, man. I thank y'all for watching. This is the Gun Bunch tight end. Never stop. Keep dying. Alright, so Madden 19, we locking in. This is the Arsenal. I'm your boy. We going.